Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back. Happy weekend. This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel. On point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again, guys. I don't know if you noticed this bothersome red mark on my nose. That's from wearing the N95 mask all week. And it definitely created this mark on my nose that, by the way, my son headbutted yesterday when he wanted to say hello to me. He gave me a headbutt, and so I've got this big red annoying mark at the bridge of my nose. Now, anyways, we're back to talk about a fragrance that is pretty hyped. It actually was really hyped when I started as a reviewer, okay? When I started last year reviewing, I heard about this fragrance, really hyped by certain channels, but for some reason, nothing really drove me to buy it, you know what I mean? I didn't feel the need to buy a full bottle of this fragrance until I got the Travis Scott, which is a Byredo Travis Scott release. I'm sure you've seen my video on that. And if you buy retail, of course, they're going to give you guys all the samples. That's what they're so generous about, okay? So you don't have to buy samples online. If you buy retail, they're just gonna give you what you need. And they were so nice, so they gave me a bunch of Byredo samples. Now, the fragrance we are going to talk about today is pretty mysterious, guys. If you love to buy retail and you usually go to shops like Nordstrom, I mean, I do sometimes on the weekends, and you'll see the Byredo boutiques over there, or the little Byredo mini boutiques. You'll see that this one is front and center as one of their top sellers, and this fragrance is none other than Byredo Gypsy Water. All right, Gypsy Water right here by Byredo is exactly what we're gonna talk about today. Now, the thing about Byredo's Gypsy Water is obviously the mysteriousness of the name, because I'll tell you guys, there's nothing in this fragrance to me that is a direct match to the name of Gypsy Water. Maybe a little bit, but not really, and that's why fragrance reviewers like us exist, because you'll see something like this, Gypsy Water, you'll think about water. Is it like Silver Mountain water? And does it have anything to do with gypsies? And then, eventually you'll go to YouTube and you'll be like, man, I gotta find out what this is about from fragrance reviewers that have tried this fragrance. So that's what we're gonna go talk about today, Byredo Gypsy Water. Let's go spray this thing right now. Oh yeah. Interesting. So Byredo Gypsy Water, guys, generally speaking, this fragrance here is a woody fragrance, okay? So if you are looking for a woody fragrance, something new to try, definitely Byredo Gypsy Water should be on your radar. This fragrance opens up with 4 notes. Number 1 is your juniper. Number 2 is your lemon. Number 3 is your bergamot. And you've got your pepper right here, guys, okay? Now, when you look at the lemon, the bergamot, and the pepper, this combination is actually not groundbreaking, okay? It's not a groundbreaking combination here, lemon, bergamot, and pepper. Now, I will say this combination is grabber worthy. When you have a combination like lemon, pepper, and bergamot, I mean, this makes this fragrance an easy grab, guys. You don't have to think twice. You're going out, bam, Gypsy Water. And that's why I think a lot of people love it. It's an instant grabber, guys, because of these opening notes. Now, one of the chief notes here in Byredo's Gypsy Water is your juniper, okay? The juniper right here is the note that basically starts this domino effect. It cascades into the later notes, but this one sets up everything. And the juniper right here is your woody, balsamic, aromatic, and piney note that sets up everything, guys, okay? So you will have your lemon, your bergamot, and your pepper. Again, nice grabber worthy start. And then you've got your piney, woody juniper to basically become the chief note here in this opening. This woody juniper, piney juniper is actually more of a crisp type of note rather than any type of fresh start, okay? Just remember that the lemon and the bergamot provide a little bit of that freshness right there, but this is a curved note. This juniper plus the pepper basically curves this fragrance. And when I think about Gypsy Water, when I try it on, I think about nighttime engagements, casual nighttime events, guys. Going out to the bar, going out to a restaurant, going out to the mall, maybe late nights, something like that. I think of Gypsy Water. I would say it borders semi-formal or elegant type of engagements, guys, but definitely at night. Now this piney juniper note cascades into the mid, and the mid right here, I mean, this is more direct. You got pine needles here on the mid, so more pine, more woody nuances here with Byredo's Gypsy Water. And by this point, about 45 minutes to an hour in with the pine needles, I mean, you're gonna get a direct picture in your head of being in a forest, like a pine forest, guys, definitely, because it's already set up that way, kind of earthy, piney. Now I would say that this fragrance doesn't go completely earthy, because this is where they insert the gypsy side of things, guys, and that's the incense. The incense does come in here, so really, I mean, the picture I have in my head is like more of like a foggy, enchanted forest, you know. And I've always talked about incense as that magical note that comes in, and it accentuates the feeling. It's not just a pine forest, it's a pine forest with some fog and some enchantments on it. An enchanted forest, basically. And it's that incense that provides that, okay? And the other note that accentuates the mid right here, that accentuates this enchanted gypsy forest right here, is your orris. And I used to think, just like many others, that orris was always going to be powdery. But in my opinion, after trying Gypsy Water for a few times, I mean, it's not so powdery to me. To me, it's the buttery, creamy side of orris that comes out here, which is the perfect bridge note eventually to your sandalwood. Because sandalwood is one of the chief notes here in Gypsy Water. It comes out a bit later, but definitely the orris sets that up. Now the orris to me smells femme, that's for sure. So for a lot of people that are asking, man, is this a unisex fragrance? Well, you know, it's kind of unisex in the beginning, but I will say this, that once it reaches the orris part of this, it kind of feels femme. I've seen other reviews on Gypsy Water, and they'll say something like, you know what, after a certain part, it smells the same all the way. Actually, what they are smelling here is the woodiness from the beginning, from the juniper, being set up by that orris and sandalwood combo, guys, okay? So the orris comes in, and then it mixes with the sandalwood, and you have this like total creamy, buttery base, you know? And then that's, you know, with that combination, a lot of people think that, oh, it's a linear scent, it's just, you know, a one-trick pony type of scent. Well, that's because everything is actually a great cascade. It's something that maybe a lot of fragrances don't have. Some fragrances do have some notes that really stand out from mid, the dry down, and everything like that. But in this one, it's really a smooth domino effect type of fragrance right here from start to finish. Again, the woody notes set up from the juniper all the way to that creamy sandalwood. Now from that point on, it's really sandalwood. On the base notes, you are going to get vanilla and amber, but do they really overcome the sandalwood? No. Sandalwood here is basically the star of the show. Once it comes out, it's gonna be sandalwood all the way, maybe with some sweetness of amber and vanilla on the background, but really it's all sandalwood right here. And you know, I hate comparing, but I think if you like fragrances like Tam Dao, I did review that, Tam Dao by Diptyque, which has sandalwood. I think that you're gonna like this one too, because this is definitely sandalwood all the way once it kicks in. But again, don't expect vanilla and amber to come out like, you know, you expect it to come out in other fragrances. No, it's gonna be sandalwood right here on the base. Now again, this fragrance is a grabber to me, okay? And you can say semi-elegant grabber for the nighttime. I think that this fragrance will work for trendy people. I think for trendy ladies, this will work out. Definitely, this is something to wear on your girls' night out, or hanging with your friends, or maybe even on a date. I mean, it's definitely not offensive. It doesn't like stand out in a way that maybe you'll get critiqued for it. I think that it's very well blended. I think that it's pretty safe, you know, and I think that as the progression goes, it's quite nice. There's a draw-in quality to it. The sillage isn't really that great, and I think it's sort of like a moderate one. And I think that it's there to really draw people in, you know, because it has these really interesting notes that I think are not your standard issue notes, or maybe in the start, but really eventually later on, incense, sandalwood. I mean, these are not your standard issue notes. So I think that these types of notes will bring people in to try to sniff you. So I think for the girls, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, and to make a unique impression that, you know, you're this trendy type of person, I think that this will work out. Now, do I recommend this fragrance? I think you should try it out first, guys, okay? I mean, definitely sandalwood. I think like sandalwood heavy fragrances are, you know, an acquired taste. I don't think that everybody will like it, but I think that if you try it and you get a kick out of it, then maybe Gypsy Water is right for you. And like I said, it's got a little bit of that gypsy enchantment from that, you know, incense and orris combination right here. And again, it's a no-brainer for women. It's a clean, woody scent with some enchantments on it. For men, I don't know. I don't think I would own this, but I mean, if you are a metrosexual type guy and, you know, you're a trendy type dude, I think this will work out. Who am I to stop you? So that's my review on Byredo's Gypsy Water. Let me know in the comments below what you guys and gals thought when you tried Byredo Gypsy Water. You know, if you've tried the sample or the full bottle, you bought it. What do you guys think? I am so curious. Let me know in the comments below, okay? And I hope you guys check out my other Byredo videos, my favorite being Baldy a Freak. I'm gonna link that at the end of this video. I also reviewed Tobacco Mandarin, which was their latest release as of last year. And of course, you've got the Travis Scott. So thank you for watching yet again. Thank you for liking, subscribing, watching our videos, watching our ads. Thank you for checking out the playlist, guys. I mean, I'm seeing the growth of the channel and I'm super happy seeing all this growth. So I appreciate you all, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please make sure to do that right now because we've got other videos in the mix, especially in the near future. I mean, we've got a lot of amazing fragrances to talk about here. Until then, have a great day, have a great weekend, because I will. Peace out.